Hello love, welcome back. In today's class we're making this mesh trousers. Yes, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining our class. Let's get right into class. I have my yarn, hook, tape measure, stitch marker and darning needle. So to begin with, I'm using a 2.5mm hook. So this is not straight, so I'm going to change into this, but it's 2.5mm hook. And you make your slip knot and make a chain of 210. So I'm making this in a big size, but if you want to make it a smaller size, just take the size of your hip and make a chain as long as that size. So this is, I made a long chain, and this is, it measures 22, meaning the waist size is 44. So chain 5 and make a double crochet inside the seat stitch, the foundation chain. So this is it, and you would have a tiny hole there. So chain 1, skip 1 stitch and make a double crochet in the next stitch. So this is going to be the pattern for row 1. So you chain 1, skip 1, make a double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1 stitch at the foundation chain and make a double crochet inside the next one, and you are going to repeat this until the end of the row, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. At the end of the row, you should be having something like this. Now we are going to be joining this together. So make sure it's not curved, like make sure you get it straight. So straighten it out, and we are going to make a slip stitch on the top, on the first of the beginning of the chain. So make a slip knot, and this is how I make my slip knot. And now you can see there's a hole at the top. We are going to close that hole. So just the tiny chain left, we are going to make another slip stitch there. You can decide to leave it, and when you are putting the chain it will cover, but I just want a clean job, so you can do that. And now we are going to start working on row 2. So this is what you should be having. So for row 2 you chain 2, and we are going to make single crochet in each space, in each stitch, and so put 1 single crochet on top of each stitch, that is each double crochet, and chain 1 space until you get to the end. Yeah. So do this until you get to the end, and I'll meet you at the end. So I'm at the end, and you're going to make a slip stitch just on top of the chain. Make a slip stitch, and row 3 we are going to chain 4, and we are going to make After you chain 4, we are going to make double crochet on top of the double crochets. So make sure your double crochets are all in one line. So make your double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and make your double crochet. So we are going to be skipping the chain 1 spaces, and we are going to be putting the double crochet on top of the double crochets. So make sure everything is lined up neatly, and you are going to repeat this until you are at the end, and I'll show you what to do. So at the end, you are going to slip stitch. You're going to chain 1 and slip stitch on the 4th chain, sorry, on the 3rd chain. So you made 4 chains, so you're going to slip stitch on the 3rd chain and chain 2 and start making your single crochet in each stitch. So this is going to be the pattern. Pretty much this is the pattern for the work. So you are going to do this until you have 9 inches, and I'll meet you when you have 9 inches. So just watch the video. I'm going to still be doing it with you, so just watch it until you have your 9 inches, and I'll show you what to do next. And my 9 inches, I did about 17 rows. So your yarn size and your hook size might vary, but just make 9 inches, and I'll meet you when you are done with your 9 inches. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, my love, please do like this video, comment down below where you're watching us from, and give us video suggestions. And yeah, just do this for me, and I'll be grateful, forever grateful to you. So keep working your 9 inches, and I'll meet you when you have your 9 inches. I think I've been repeating this over and over again. So this is how the work looks now, and this is my 9 inches. It's not exactly 9 inches, but when you pull it, you have a 9 inches. So you locate the exact middle and put a stitch marker, because we are going to be doing something different. So now you are going to chain 22. This is for large size. If you're a medium size, consider chaining 19. If you're small, consider chaining 17. So after the 22 chains, you're going to slip stitch at where the stitch marker was. So you make your slip stitch and you chain 2. You chain 2. So now we are going to be working on rows, like one side of the leg, right? So we are going to make single crochet inside each 22 chains. So meaning you are going to have 22 single crochet inside each space, and we are going to continue to single crochet around until where we started from, and we would make a slip stitch. So we are going to single crochet around one leg, around the leg, and when you get to where you started from, we would make a slip stitch, and this is how I make the slip stitch. So row 2, you are going to chain 4 as usual, and you are going to make double crochets. So skip 1, make 1 double crochet, chain 1, and skip 1, chain 1, skip 1, make 1 double crochet. So because we've been skipping 1, so in total the down you are going to have 11 double crochets because we're skipping 1. You get so keep doing that, and that is for row 2. So you're going to make double crochet around, skip 1, chain 1, and make a double crochet. So you're going to follow this pattern until you go round the leg hole, and I'll meet you at the starting point. So your work should take this shape, so keep making your chain 1, double crochet, skip 1. So you're going to repeat this, but make sure you are double crocheting on top of the double crochet. Let the lines be straight. Do not double crochet inside the gap. So do that, and I'll meet you. Complete the row of camera, and I'll meet you at the starting point. So at the starting point, just as we've been doing, so we are going to slip stitch inside the 3rd chain, and we chain 2 and make single crochet around. So pretty much this is going to be the pattern, and you are going to repeat this until you have as long as you want. So the trouser, you're going to repeat this exact process for your trouser until you get the length that you want. You can use this same thing for shorts. You can decide to stop at row 4 or 5. That is if you want a short, and if you want it much longer, then you continue to make more rows. So to start with the other leg, you would make your slip knot and attach your yarn, and just as we did for the first leg, you are going to chain 2 and make your single crochet around the leg hole until you get to where you start from, and you make a slip stitch. And to continue the row, you will chain 4 and make your chain 1, skip, and make double crochets on the double crochet space. So I made about 37 rows, and yeah, when you finish, you'll be having something like this. And for the belt, I always do the lazy girl belt. So chain a long, make a long chain, and now we are going to insert the belt inside the waist, so we would have more definition. So you have to locate the middle part and skip 1 hole and use your darning needle, go back and forth, in and out of the holes until you get to where you started from, just 1 hole from the middle. And yeah, that is your mesh trouser. Okay. Okay, I lost my voice. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, my love, what are you waiting for? Until we meet next week in class, it's bye for now.